Hey there, I thought I'd take a minute and show you a way that you can take attendance in your classes while you're teaching remotely using a Google form, a Google spreadsheet, a little script that you don't have to do anything with, and it'll help you keep track of which kids are engaging daily and help you fill out your daily attendance sheet the way you need to. So let me walk you through this here and show you first from the student's perspective what it's going to look like, and then I'll go in and I'll show you what you need to do to make it work. So here we are at my Google Classroom sites, and I'm going to go into the class where I've posted this just to see how it works. And I put the posting for students to find in the classwork section right here. And at the very, very top, you'll see that there's an item, a couple stars around it to make it stand out, called attendance. That's where it is, and that's where it's going to stay. And I want to teach my kids every time they come in to do work in Google Classroom, come in here, make sure you sign in. That's how I know you've been here. So if you click on this link, you'll find the form will pop up. This is just sort of a generic one. I'll show you later how you can change out the image. You might want to use the same image as your Google Classroom because you want to set up one of these for each of your different classes. But if you're a student, you show up and it's pretty clear. It says it's going to collect your email address. That's really important that they're signed in on their own account. They probably shouldn't be able to get into Google Classroom if they're in the wrong account, but I did have a couple of funky things happen last spring, so maybe they can. Make sure they check that to make sure it's the right name, because that's who's going to be logged in. Then they have to mark themselves present. Obviously there's no I'm not here, but it's not an option. And then they can tell you if they have a question that they need help with today or not. If they choose no, that's fine. If they choose yes, it asks them to put in a question. And once they post that, their job is done and they can go back to Google Classroom and get to work on any of their other assignments. Now what happens when that comes in is it drops it into a Google Sheet. And if we take a look at this sheet, we'll see that there's a couple different things going on. First, the answer I just turned in, the form I just turned in, shows up way down here at the bottom. It shows the date, the time, my name. It says I'm marked present, and it says I did have a question. You'll notice the question, the word yes, is turned green. They automatically do that to sort of call your attention to it. If you don't like green, I'll show you how to change it to a different color. Then next to that is the actual question, and that again is a way for you to see what the question is. And when you reply to that question, which I'm going to show you how you can do that too very easily, you can put in the date that you actually replied to it. And when you do that, that also will turn red. So if you find a green-red with a blank, that means it has not been replied to yet, or you haven't logged it, and you might want to address that. Now when someone turns in a form with yes, they have a question, this form will send an email to you that has their question in it and their email address. So it's really easy to find and reply right there from your email. You'll notice all the ones, except for the first one here, but all the ones with red also have an email focus on it. It says an email was sent. So that tells you that an email was sent to your inbox. That's where you can find it without having to go to this form. Well, that's fine, except after a day or two or a week or two or a month or two, you're going to have so many entries in this list that it's going to be impossible to find who came in when. That's where the second sheet comes in. This is August, because these are all August dates at the top. And what's happening behind the scenes whenever anyone turns in a form is it logs their attendance here in the proper day. So on Thursday the 6th of August, these people checked in. On Friday the 7th of August, these people checked in, and that's what day today is, so no one's logged in for any others. But as the month continues, if they continue to log in, it will check them off as they go. So at the end of the day, at the end of the school day, when you have to post attendance in Skyward, it's really easy for you to come, take a look at whatever the day's date is, and take attendance from it. It can be sorted in many different ways. I think I'll add a column that allows you to sort it however you wish, so you can have it match up perfectly with your Skyward attendance, and you can very easily switch across from screen to screen and mark basically only have to mark the absent students absent. And now you notice here that Saturday and Sunday are on this list. Not that you need to take attendance then, but it makes the formula a little bit easier if we don't omit days during the month. But it also might be nice to know who's showing up on the weekend. I mean, if a student is gone for 2 days, like this one right here, maybe they came in Saturday and Sunday and did the work to get caught up, so you get a sense of actually that they're coming in and doing some work as they go. So this is the back end that you'll see and you'll be able to use. There's only August down here at the bottom, but I'll add September, October, and November, and then we'll reevaluate it at the end of the first term and see if this is a way we want to keep going. Well, there's lots more to it to show you how to set it up. It's pretty simple, but there are a few steps on your part that you'll need to go through, and I'll address that in another video. I just wanted to show you here exactly how this thing can work.